Okay, so this was part one of the Purge mini-series, which ironically should conclude right around election time. That's fairly clever. So what we actually had happen is this is everything leading up to the Purge. So we're not actually at Purge time yet, which is one of those weird things. So we're just setting up all the pieces more or less. So multiple storylines going on. The ones that seems most interesting, you have a guy out for revenge, which we've seen in other Purge movies. That's nothing really new there. You've got I'll call the upper middle class couple who has been invited to a party, and it kind of has that whole how far are you willing to go to, increase your socioeconomic status. You can kind of tell where it's going. They seem to give a lot more backstory to that couple. You have a boardroom meeting, which is to try to close this really important deal. But not only does it close this really, really important deal, it's a lot more than just that. Because the other aspect to it is, I guess this is also going to help somebody deal with, what are they going to do for the next person to become higher up in the board. So again, there's socioeconomic status to it. But by far, the most interesting aspect out of all of this is the group of people who are effectively sacrificing themselves to purgers in a pseudo-religious sense. They're the ones who are sacrificing their flesh for the souls of the people around them. And that's by far the most interesting. Because everything so far in the Purge films has pretty much been, here are the people who are going out and doing the killing. Or here are the people preventing people from doing the killing. Or here's people who capture people so that they can be killed. This is one of the few times someone actually said, you know what? I'm going to allow myself to be killed. I think the sacrifice, it's a different take on it. Now, of course, this episode ends with them pretty much just hitting Purge time. So, interesting. Definitely a slightly different take on the overall concept of the Purge. Those of you unaware, in order to quell pretty much every style of violent crime, for 12 hours, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., everything's legal. Except for using Class 4 or higher weaponry, or kill elected officials. Beyond that, everything else is fine. Ironically, it always seems to be that people just go for murder. Out of all things you could do, everyone just goes straight for murder. Normally it's, there's the murder of intent, like I want to kill this person because of X, Y, and Z. A lot of people seem to just board their houses up and try to just survive the night. So it's different, the idea itself. Now, of course, over the film, this slowly morphed more and more into yes, this is what rich people are doing to poor people, as well as throwing in heavy undertones of the new Founding Fathers Association being a front for white supremacy. Will they take it that direction during this series? I don't know. They've taken it really to the point where it's not even remotely ambiguous as to where they're going with it. But all in all, this set up the pieces fairly well. We'll see what happens next week.